$1.5 billion. That's how much money the Federal Trade Commission says was lost by victims of romance scams last year.
Yeah, and here in North Carolina, we're among the top 10 states where that crime occurs. Tonight, consumer investigator Steve Sbragia is digging deeper into that problem, including an interview with a reformed romance scammer you'll only see here on CBS 17.
It's a crime that uses the anonymity of the internet in order to snag you. And the scammer, well, he can pretend he's anybody he wants.
And as long as he stays hidden in cyberspace, you may never catch on until it's too late for your emotional well-being and bank account.
I was all by myself. I do it all from my room. There was no other person involved.
Meet reform romance scammer Chris. He took tens of thousands of dollars from his victims before guilt took over and made him quit. Speaking from his home in Nigeria, Chris gave me inside details about the way romance scammers work. The FBI says North Carolina is one of the worst states for romance scams, ranking 9th out of 50. Last year, 422 North Carolina victims lost more than $18 million to romance scammers. That's about $43,000 per victim.
Once you start sending the money, there's no stopping, because there's always something.
Rebecca D'Antonio was bilked out of over $100,000 by a scammer who texted her love poems like this about her sweet, deep eyes to keep the fiction going that he was in love with her.
These are seasoned, silver-tongued narcissists.
Did you have a certain way of doing it that you use it the same thing with everybody?
Yes, I do have a certain way of doing it, and it is like a form of step-by-step instruction.
In fact, the bad guys have a playbook. The romance scamming investigative agency Social Catfish obtained this 23-page copy of guides used by scammers like Chris, covering all scenarios from how to approach the victim to ways to comfort them. The scammers also steal photos off the internet based on certain criteria to appeal to victims.
I look for guys that are physically fit, guys that use the gym most of the time. I use especially military guys that are in the military.
In Rebecca's case, she got what turned out to be stolen internet photos of this man who the scammer claimed was him and his 5-year-old son.
He was on the business trip with his son. The credit card he was using for his expenses stopped working.
Through the next year, the money kept flowing, and so did the excuses, like why he'd leave her hanging for days without contact. Once he texted that he was sick with malaria and just couldn't message her, apologizing profusely, all the while continuing to tell Rebecca that he had much love for her and keeping her on an emotional roller coaster as he drained her bank account.
I was going down the rabbit hole deep in depression, anxiety, PTSD at this point.
For scammers, keeping their victims emotionally unsettled is part of the job. That's what got Chris to quit after he stole $20,000 from a woman in her late 50s.
I made our life so miserable that I just quit, I quit. I quit one time. I just called her on video call. I showed her my face and I said, "Hey, Lisa, this is me. I'm sorry for what I did to you." And she cried. She cried, and I thought she was going to block me.
Instead, the victim got Chris to reform, and he now works for Social Catfish, investigating other romance scammers. Meanwhile, Rebecca's fantasy with this non-existent guy came to a crashing end when she told him on the phone that she was contemplating suicide.
I'll never forget that cold indifference. Well, you have to do what you have to do. And for me, that was a stamp of finality.
Those women I scammed were all broken. They all cried. They all felt immense pain. They went broke, and they got into trouble because of me.
They actually encourage their victims to commit suicide because it buys permanent silence.
If you have been scammed, contact the Federal Trade Commission and the FBI because they can deal with international criminals. Working for you, I'm consumer investigator Steve Sbragia.